Hello and welcome to Well Connected TV. I'm Becky Ashton. The Merseyside Local Sustainable Transport Fund, known as LSTF, is funded by the Department for Transport, and their £25 million scheme has supported people back into employment. They've also invested in workplace improvements, opening up new cycling routes, and even helped to create the largest cycle hire scheme in the country outside of London. During the course of the project, the Chamber of Commerce has worked with 54 companies across the city to develop sustainable business strategies and help them to access funding. In this edition, we'll be highlighting some local businesses who've benefited from the scheme.
The Local Sustainable Transport Fund is a fund that's run in and around the region. It's run on the Wirral, Southport, Chester and Liverpool. This particular programme, we've worked with Michelle Cameron from Chamber of Commerce, which is to deliver electric vehicles or pedal-powered vehicles for local businesses to get their staff in and out of work rather than using a fuel vehicle. The Local Sustainable Transport Fund is a grant-funded situation where you can actually apply for the fund and it helps you on your transport in and out of work. We've just delivered a project on behalf of Chamber of Commerce for Baltic Creative, and they've got 2 male and 2 female bikes, so the staff can use the actual bikes to get in and out of town or to do deliveries, which is obviously, one, it's very good towards the health, and 2, there's a cost saving because it's not a fuel vehicle. Liverpool Football Club have got a recycle programme called Let's Go Green. We helped Christine Fawcett from Liverpool Football Club fill in the application form. They were successful, and we're supplying Liverpool Football Club with an electric bike which they can use for deliveries, which will cut down the cost on courier costs, on fuel courier costs, and also the fast charging point which they can use for inviting guests for their own fleet of vehicles to do local deliveries, and obviously for customers to come and use as well. So we help them achieve the funding from Michelle Cameron from Chamber of Commerce, and we've delivered that project in the Let's Go Green.
Baltic Creative sits in the heart of Liverpool's unique Baltic Triangle. It provides creative space for the creative and digital sector and is playing a major part in the regeneration of the area. Managing Director Mark Lawler explains why both individual businesses and the area are benefiting from the Local Sustainable Transport Fund.
Well, we've worked with the Local Sustainable Transport organisation. Michelle Cameron's been really helpful working with Baltic Creative and the Baltic Triangle, developing the area plan. And we together commissioned Symphony, who came in and obviously assessed what our need was, worked with us, identified the need for 2 male, 2 female bikes. We were able to get them fitted here at the campus, and we were able to provide training days and repair workshops. And in addition to that, we've obviously been able to provide safety kits and bike racks and service, and we have got shower facilities here and lockers. So all of that's been incredibly well received by the businesses, to be honest. Symphony and obviously Michelle, they've done a great job supporting us, getting that in place. So we're, and it's been really popular, which is great. So I would imagine, to be honest, as more space opens around the Baltic Triangle, that more of this will happen. It's certainly needed. There's a limited amount of car park space.
Strategic marketing and PR agency Agent Marketing is also based in the Baltic Triangle. They've received LSTF funding to invest in pool bikes and IT, and Managing Director Paul Corcoran explains why he has been an enthusiastic supporter of the scheme.
We've benefited hugely from the Local Sustainable Transport Fund in that it's given us the opportunity to really look at how we connect with the city and how we use transport within our business. It's allowed us to work more remotely from our clients, but also use technology to enhance the way we work. And also simple things like having the bikes on site allow us to get around the city much more cleanly, efficiently, and also in a much more fun manner.
And finally, Giant Store Liverpool, based on Parliament Street, is a family-owned independent bike shop which supports individuals and organisations who wish to cycle. Johnny Trigg, director of the business, tells us more about the support they offer.
It was just such a unique area to set up our business. This is 6 years ago now, so it wasn't the same Baltic Triangle it is now. But it's just a great place. The building itself really lends itself well to the great giant bike range that we're trying to sell. But since the other businesses have come up in the area, we've worked with a lot of them. We've worked with Agent Marketing to get them set up with a fleet of bikes. We work with Somo and the Baltic Creative to do bike doctors out there, so there's just a real great community feel to the place.
So the local sustainable transport fund is something that you do here and you provide for local businesses.
We do,
So how's that benefited Giant Bikes?
Yeah, we've had a couple of bikes ourselves off it, so we got a couple of the hybrid electric bikes so our staff can get around on them. We've also provided bikes for other companies around the city as well. So John Robinson and Symphony are the approved local supplier. We went through a 10-year process and we were chosen as their supplier to provide the bikes for John and for Symphony.
Do you think it's made a difference?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And anything that gets more people riding bikes is great for the people themselves, for the area, for Liverpool, yeah, definitely.
That's all from this edition. Thanks for watching.